Friends, today we're diving deep into the world of turbocharged engines. These marvels of engineering deliver exhilarating power, but let me tell you, they're not invincible. Turbocharged engines pack power, but they're easier to destroy than you think. These 17 shocking mistakes could put your engine and wallet at serious risk. Want to know what they are? Stick around so you don't end up regretting it. Mistake number 1. Ignoring the importance of proper cooling. This can lead to catastrophic engine failure. Mistake number 2. Don't blow your engine. Alright, let's dive into overboosting. Imagine this. You're flying down the highway, running late for an important meeting, and you decide to floor it. The turbo spools up, you feel that exhilarating surge of power, but then, bang! You hear a noise that sounds like your engine just detonated. That, my friends, is the dreaded sound of overboosting. When you push turbos too far, you're cramming too much air into the engine. It's like blowing up a balloon until it pops. Eventually something's gotta give. We're talking bent rods, blown gaskets, even holes in pistons. So, how do you dodge this engine-ruining disaster? Stick around because we're just getting warmed up. Mistake number 3. Ignoring essential maintenance. Alright, let's dive into this. I get it, maintenance isn't the most thrilling topic. But here's the deal with turbocharged engines. Maintenance is absolutely crucial. Think of your turbo like a high-performance athlete. It needs the right fuel, the right training, and regular checkups to stay in peak condition. That means consistent oil changes with the correct synthetic oil, folks. We're talking every 3,000 miles, or even sooner if you're really pushing your car to its limits. And don't even think about skipping those air filter changes. A clogged air filter chokes your engine, reducing performance and potentially damaging your turbo. Remember folks, regular maintenance is an investment in your car's longevity, not just an expense. So, you're cruising down the road enjoying your day when suddenly a little light starts flickering on your dashboard. The dreaded check engine light. Oh, it's probably nothing, you think to yourself. I'll just ignore it for now. Mistake number 4, especially with a turbocharged engine. That check engine light is your car's way of shouting that something's wrong, and ignoring it is like ignoring a fire alarm. It's only a matter of time before things get out of hand. And trust me, with a turbo, things can spiral out of control quickly and expensively. Pay attention to those warning signs, folks. Is your engine making strange noises? Is there a loss of power? Is your exhaust smoking more than usual? These are all red flags. Don't be stubborn. Get it checked out by a professional before it's too late. Alright, mistake number 5. Let's talk fuel. Imagine filling a Ferrari with discount gas station fuel. Sounds absurd, right? Well, the same logic applies to your turbocharged engine. Using low-octane fuel is like feeding a high-performance athlete a diet of junk food. It might seem cheaper now, but it'll cost you big time later. Turbocharged engines crave higher octane fuel. It helps prevent something called knock, which is basically a premature detonation of the fuel-air mixture in the cylinders. Knock can cause serious damage to your engine, and trust me, nobody wants that headache. So, do yourself a favor and splurge on the good stuff. Your turbo will thank you, and so will your wallet in the long run. Alright, let's dive into mistake number 6. Now I know some of you gearheads love to tinker with your cars. There's a thrill in squeezing every last ounce of horsepower out of your engine. But when it comes to turbocharged engines, don't mess with things you don't fully understand. Turbocharged engines are finely tuned machines. The slightest adjustment to the boost pressure, fuel mapping, or ignition timing can have a ripple effect on the entire system. If you don't know what you're doing, you could end up with a recipe for disaster. We're talking melted pistons, blown turbochargers, and a hefty repair bill. So, unless you're a qualified mechanic with years of experience tuning turbocharged engines, leave this one to the professionals. Alright folks, mistake number 7 is a big one. Overheating. This can really ruin your day and your engine. Overheating is bad news for any car, but it's especially detrimental to turbocharged engines. Turbos generate a ton of heat. We're talking hundreds, even thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. And when you combine that with an already hot engine bay, you've got a recipe for disaster. Overheating can cause all sorts of nasty problems like warped cylinder heads, blown head gaskets, and even cracked engine blocks. So, how do you prevent your turbocharged engine from turning into a molten mess? Stay tuned. Picture this, it's a freezing winter morning, you're running late for work, and you jump into your turbocharged car, eager to get going. You fire up the engine, and immediately slam the gas pedal, craving that turbocharged rush. But wait, you're making mistake number 8. This is like waking up from a deep sleep and sprinting a marathon right away. Just as your body needs time to warm up before intense activity, so does your engine, especially a turbocharged one. When the engine is cold, the oil is thicker and doesn't flow as easily. This means your turbocharger, which relies on a constant supply of oil for lubrication and cooling, isn't getting the protection it needs. So, do yourself a favor, and give your engine a proper warm-up before you unleash the turbocharged fury. Avoid mistake number 8 and keep your engine happy. You've just finished an epic drive. Your turbocharger has been working overtime, and you pull into your driveway feeling like a racing champion. You're tempted to just shut off the engine and head inside, but hold on a second. Just like you wouldn't finish a marathon and immediately plop down on the couch, your turbocharged engine needs a moment to cool down too. When you shut off the engine immediately after a hard drive, the flow of oil and coolant stops abruptly. The turbocharger, still glowing red hot, doesn't get the memo. The remaining heat in the turbo can cause the oil to coke, forming a thick, sludge-like substance that can clog oil passages and lead to premature turbocharger failure. So let the engine idle for a minute or two before shutting it off. This allows the turbocharger to gradually cool down, preventing oil coking and extending its lifespan. Don't make mistake number 9, let it breathe. Alright, let's dive into mistake number 10. Oil, the lifeblood of your engine. You might think that all engine oils are created equal, but when it comes to turbocharged engines, that's a costly misconception. Turbocharged engines place unique demands on their oil. The intense heat and rotational speeds of the turbocharger require an oil that can withstand extreme temperatures, resist thermal breakdown, and provide superior lubrication. That's where synthetic oils come in. They're specifically engineered to handle the rigors of turbocharged engines, providing superior protection against wear, deposits, and oil starvation. So, avoid mistake number 10, and make sure you're using the right oil to keep your turbo running smoothly. Mistake number 11, ignoring the small but mighty air filter. Your turbocharger craves a constant supply of clean air to perform at its best. A clogged air filter is like trying to breathe through a straw. It restricts airflow to the engine. This chokes your turbo, making it work overtime to hit the desired boost pressure. Over time, this extra strain can lead to premature wear and tear, cutting your turbo's life short. Plus, a clogged air filter can drag down your engine's performance, resulting in less power, sluggish acceleration, and lower fuel efficiency. So, keep that air filter clean and let your turbo breathe easy. Avoid mistake number 11 and keep your ride running smoothly. Alright, let's dive into mistake number 12. Turbocharger components. I get it, saving a few bucks is tempting, but when it comes to your turbocharger, you truly get what you pay for. Cheap, counterfeit, or poorly made parts might seem like a steal, but they're often made from subpar materials and lack the precision engineering of OEM parts. This can lead to a myriad of issues, from reduced performance and efficiency to catastrophic turbocharger failure. So, invest in quality components to keep your turbo running at its peak performance. We've all been there, stuck in traffic, waiting for a train to pass, or just enjoying the view from our cars. But did you know that excessive idling can actually be harmful to your turbocharged engine? This is mistake number 13. When your engine is idling, it's not operating at its optimal temperature. This means that the combustion process isn't as efficient, leading to increased carbon buildup within the engine, especially around the turbocharger. Over time, this carbon buildup can restrict the movement of the turbocharger's variable vanes, leading to reduced boost pressure, sluggish acceleration, and decreased fuel efficiency. In extreme cases, excessive carbon buildup can even cause the turbocharger to seize up completely, requiring costly repairs or even replacement. So avoid mistake number 13, and keep your turbo in top shape. Mistake number 14 is a sneaky culprit that can wreak havoc on your turbocharged engine exhaust leaks. Your turbocharger relies on a properly functioning exhaust system to create the boost pressure that gives your engine that extra kick. If there's a leak in the exhaust system, those precious exhaust gases can escape, reducing the turbocharger's efficiency and ultimately impacting your engine's performance. Exhaust leaks can manifest in various ways, from a hissing or roaring sound coming from under the hood to a noticeable decrease in power and acceleration. So, keep an eye and ear out for exhaust leaks to keep your turbo running smoothly and avoid this costly mistake. Alright folks, let's dive into mistake number 15, that sweet boost pressure that gives your turbocharged engine its exhilarating power. But just like with anything else in life, too much of a good thing can be bad, and that definitely applies to boost pressure. Your turbocharger is designed to operate within a specific boost pressure range. Exceeding the recommended boost pressure can put excessive stress on its internal components, leading to premature wear and tear, and in extreme cases, catastrophic failure. We're talking about bent connecting rods, cracked pistons, blown head gaskets, and a whole lot of heartache. So, keep an eye on that boost pressure to ensure your turbocharged engine stays healthy and roaring. Alright friends, we've covered a lot of ground today, but let's dive into mistake number 16, the importance of professional inspections for your turbocharged engine. Now, I know some of you are handy with a wrench and love the thrill of tackling car maintenance yourselves. But when it comes to turbochargers, it's a whole different ballgame. It's best to leave it to the pros. Professional mechanics who specialize in turbocharged engines have the expertise to spot potential issues that the untrained eye might miss. So, trust the experts to keep your turbo running smoothly and avoid costly mistakes. And finally, mistake number 17 folks, ignoring the importance of regular maintenance. This can cost you big. Remember, turbocharged engines are incredible feats of engineering, but they require a little extra TLC to keep them running smoothly. By following these tips, you can ensure that your turbocharged companion provides you with miles of exhilarating and trouble-free driving pleasure. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got a turbocharged car calling my name. Until next time, drive smart, drive safe, and keep those turbos spooling.